Hey, this is AJ Big Mouth back for episode number 2. So tonight, we're having friends over again. Chris and Amber have had us over to their house a couple occasions. We haven't had them here yet, so it's time that we get them down here. Now, last week, if you remember that video, we did a big Father's Day. We had like 9 people. So tonight, we're gonna have 4 adults and 1 3-year-old. So we're gonna try a couple different things. I asked them how adventurous they were in their selection, since we've never actually served any food to them, or if there's any food allergies. That's always one good thing to ask if you're having people into your home. So there's no food allergies. A couple things they don't like, only a couple, but they're pretty open. So what I decided we're going to do, with my wife Lynn's help, we're going to do kind of like an East-West plus a little Middle East. So a little bit of everything. So as far as East, we're going to be doing some teriyaki chicken, and we're also going to be doing some fried rice. My lovely assistant, Lynn, my wife, is going to be helping me with those recipes, especially the fried rice, because it's not my specialty. We're also going to be doing, if we look at the Middle East, we're going to be doing kabobs. So lamb kebabs. So that's something that's a little, not everybody eats lamb kebabs every day. I really enjoy them. We're going to have them as like an appetizer. And then, again, the teriyaki chicken is kind of the main course. So we're going to do some green beans. They're easy with some ham. Put that in there for a side. I'm gonna make some broccoli, cheesy broccoli. We'll go through that later. Right now, I just working on the teriyaki sauce. So I found a recipe online. You can go Google it. That's pretty much what I do with all the recipes. And the main ingredients that we're gonna use for it are ginger, garlic. The recipe calls for water and/or orange or pineapple juice. And this was actually left over from last weekend that we were spraying on the ribs when we were smoking them. So I'm going to use this with the water. Then we got our light premium soy sauce, some cornstarch, and then I'm going to substitute honey for the brown sugar. We don't have brown sugar, and I really don't want to buy any because I like honey better anyway. So we'll be right back. I'm going to get the saucepan going here, and then we will show you how we're going to make this teriyaki sauce. Be right back. Okay, so we're back. I went ahead and did all the dirty work without you guys because I'm trying to keep this video within a short, certain time frame. But what I did use, I used 2/3 of soy sauce, just your regular premium soy sauce like we had over here. I used 1 cup of water and then 1 cup of our orange pineapple juice. I used 4 cloves of garlic and approximately 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. And then I put in 3 tablespoons of honey and 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Oyster sauce is one of the special ingredients that I didn't have out here earlier. So right now, what we're doing is we're just gonna bring this to a simmer. Let this cook down a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do to make it a little bit thicker is we're gonna add some water and cornstarch, or a slurry, to make this a little bit thicker. But right now we are going to cook this down for a few more minutes here. So we will be back. Okay, so we just finished up our teriyaki sauce. We actually got it to a really nice consistency, almost like a glaze. When we started out it was real watery, and what we did is we added some cornstarch and a little bit of water. So now this is going to stick to that teriyaki real nice. I'm going to let this cool down, and next, we're going to be banging out our chicken breast. So we're going to do it 2 different ways today. We're going to do chicken thighs and chicken breast. I prefer thighs, but some people don't like thighs. Some people like the breast, right? So again, we have friends coming over. We've never cooked for them. So we're going to have both options, breast and thighs. And we'll bang out the breast because it's important to have an even thickness when you cook. Because as you guys know, some of the parts of the breast are really big, some of them are very small, and when you cook it, it can get really dried out. So we're gonna bang those breasts out, and that'll be coming to you soon. Okay, we're back. Now we're gonna do a little appetizer. Get ready for the meal tonight. I like this, it's fresh, it's summertime, a little crisp. So we have some basil, fresh basil, along with some little grape tomatoes and mozzarella. And then we're going to drizzle some balsamic vinegar over the top. So we'll go ahead and get started. Kind of treat this somewhat like an assembly line. I'll start with the tomato. And then you obviously don't want a huge piece of the basil because basil is very strong. But you do want to get some basil on there with the tomato. And then let's come over the top with the mozzarella. It's already got some oil in it. And there we go. Ooh. So yeah, we're just going to put these together. You could probably cut the mozzarella balls in half and cut the tomatoes in half. But I think this is actually going to be a nice little bite here. So we're going to go with the full mozzarella ball, tomato, and then the basil. All right, appetizers complete. Look delicious. I can't wait to get them out later when our guests arrive. I hope they enjoy them as much as I have making them. Thank you. All right, now that we prepared our appetizer, one of our appetizers, now we got our chicken breast thawed out. Found a neat little trick online. Instead of wrapping it in like some plastic wrap or something, what we're going to do is we're going to use a Ziploc bag and we're going to bang it out. So again, it's important that you want to get that chicken, you know, a steady thickness as much as you can, so that way when you cook it, it cooks evenly. Okay. You can see our chicken is flattened out. We're going to get it in here in the marinade. Remember that teriyaki sauce we made? It's back! Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue to do this with the other breast, and then we're going to get our thighs out. Thighs are already the same thickness, so we won't have to pound them out. And we'll put them in the other batch of marinade. Alright, time to get the lamb kebabs prepped. So we're going to use some Montreal steak seasoning, some cumin powder, a little bit of fennel seed, and then also some red pepper powder. So those are going to be our spices that we're going to use. As you can see here, we have our leg of lamb. So what I want to do right now is I want to get this chunked up so we can get it onto the skewers. But we're first going to, again, chunk it up, get it in the bowl with the seasonings, and then later on we'll put it on the skewers and get it ready for the grill. So I'm going to go ahead. As I mentioned in my last video, make sure you have a sharp knife. Sharp knife is essential. So I like, you know, about this size to put on the skewer. You don't want to have it too big. At the same time, you don't want to have it too small either. So this again is kind of our Middle East dish for the day. I never ate a lot of lamb. The only time I really ate lamb was at the 4-H fair. We'd go to the lamb tent and have lamb burgers. And don't be afraid to shave off a little bit of that fat that could be on there. A little bit of fat's okay, but sometimes that can get hard. You don't want that. But yeah, so we'd have lamb burgers at the 4-H fair once a year, and then as you got older, you got into gyros. I do love a good gyro. But these kebabs are pretty simple. As you can see, not a ton of ingredients. But when you get those on the grill, and get a little char on them, oh my goodness, they're so delicious. All right, well, I'm gonna keep chunking this up, get it ready. And one thing that we left out is we will put some olive oil in here as well to help that marinade. So we'll use our spices, a little bit of olive oil, and then we'll get that into the refrigerator and be ready for later. All right, be back later. All right, well, we just got a nap in. Now we're back. So it's about 5:35, dinner's at 6:30. We still got the kebabs, The chicken's been marinating, the breast and the thighs. Just a note, when you buy thighs, probably best to get boneless, skinless. I didn't, I got bone in, skin on, so I had a little extra work. So boneless, skinless, when you get the thighs, makes it a little bit easier. Unless you love that skin, then obviously you wouldn't go that direction. But anyway, so we got green beans, we already put them in here with some ham. We got this one heating up. This is gonna hold our broccoli with the homemade cheese sauce. And then we also got fried rice that I just remembered. Fried rice will go here in the middle portion. We got it just on warm, so we'll put it all in there. That way, when we're ready to eat, it'll kind of be a chuck wagon style. We'll bring the food off the grill, and then directly we can start loading our plates. So, again, right now, we're gonna be getting the kebabs ready. So, I mean, I'm sure there's probably secrets to this, but you know, you don't have to be a professional. You just make sure you don't want to jab your fingers. That probably wouldn't feel too good. Kind of open it up there and push right through the middle. Again, there's probably kebab experts in the world somewhere. I wouldn't consider myself one of them, but I know the marinade we put in there is very good, and I love pulling these straight off the grill. Have a little crisp to them, a little char. So good. All right, well, like I said, we just woke up. Still trying to get the sleep out of my eyes. But we're getting it together here. And shout out to Brady Bacon. Good luck tonight over at Eldora. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Get these on the grill. Adios. All right, so now we're making our cheese sauce for our broccoli. The broccoli's already in the crock pot over there. Lynn actually just put together the fried rice. So sorry we didn't catch that on film, but we're a little bit behind. 6:15 right now, dinner at 6:30. The guests should be here probably any moment. But I'm making a cheese sauce. We have a cup of milk with a tablespoon of cornstarch. So I'm mixing this up until it thickens a little bit over medium heat. And then once it thickens up a little bit, we're gonna turn the heat back to low. And then we're gonna add a cup of cheddar cheese. And then we're seasoned with salt and pepper to delight. So first time making this cheese sauce, it's starting to thicken up a little bit, so I think we're getting close. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to low. We need a cup of cheese. Now I'm pretty sure this might not be the most desired method because I know this is a liquid measure, but you know what? That'll work. Sometimes you gotta improvise with what you have. Let's see. So as you guys know, this is video 2. You know, we still got a lot of improvements to make. We're just trying to get our feet wet, you know, with understanding how these videos get put together. So I look to see improvements each week, just like anything else, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day. So as you can see, this cheese sauce is coming together nicely. And as we speak, we got thighs out on the grill. We got the lamb kebabs that'll be going out soon. Then I have the breast. The breast will probably be the last one because we pounded those out pretty thin. I might put them on right before the kebabs actually, but we pounded them out pretty thin, so it should not take them too long. All right. This also calls, where is it? So just a tablespoon of this. I think Give it a couple shakes here. That's probably a tablespoon. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's really starting to come together. It's starting to thicken up. We're going to pour this right over that broccoli. It's already in the crock pot over here. Get that ready. Now once we get this poured in, we'll be able to focus all of our energy on the grill. Bring the last piece of this meal together. Alright, don't forget to turn your stove off. Sometimes we forget that. We got America, China, some more America. We got some Middle East over here, looking delicious. And then teriyaki. I'm assuming teriyaki's Asian too, I'm not quite sure. But we're getting ready to go out to the grill. We got everything in our crock pots ready, green beans, chicken fried rice, the cheesy broccoli. Turn that down to warm now. And yeah, it'll be feast time before too long.